I got something a little different for you today. Most of you guys know that I'm from LA. I grew up in the area, Crenshaw and Washington to be specific, but we used to do a lot of shopping downtown, and back then LA was a totally different place. This was around mid-80s, early 90s. I was actually living out here during the riots. The area I'm taking you today is called the Toy District. Back in the day, it was just blocks and blocks of cheap toys. You know, it was like those electronic toys that light up and make noises. They use those double D batteries that stop working like in 2 days. The lights on your toys would burn out after a week. You know what I'm talking about. But they also had some cool shit down here. I remember begging my mom for some Ninja Stars, and then the store owner telling my mom how it was good for exercise. She didn't buy it for me, but you know, you were able to get like ninja swords down here. You remember those ninja boots? The ones with the 2 toes? You were able to get those down here too. The fiber optic plants and shit that used to light up different colors. But the area's changed in the last 10 years, and it's totally different now. And that's why I brought you down here, because it's kind of related to my channel, but not really. Yeah, you'll see. About 10 years ago, I started noticing that these bong shops were opening up down here. Maybe it was before that, but that's when I noticed it. But what ended up happening is that this whole block turned into like a cannabis supply district. Most of the shops are selling bongs and pipes and things like that. But then there's these shops that are selling like cartridges, wholesale, and packaging, and all sorts of stuff for the whole cannabis industry. There's even shops that are selling terps. I mean, I don't know if these terps are real. They're probably not, but they're selling them. Lots of CBD products. Delta 8. You can even get like these knockoff bags that look like legit dispensary product bags. Most of this stuff is wholesale though, so you can't just buy one at a time. You need a reseller's permit or some shit. So if you're in the LA area, you want to come check this spot out, the map is right there. Parking's a bitch. Yeah, good luck. Oh yeah, and there's like a cool little coffee spot in this block too. It's called Tilt Coffee. The coffee's good and it's outdoors, so it's a good little spot to chill. Toy district still exists. It's just been pushed over about a block. What's really cool about the area is everything's interconnected. You can go through one building and end up on another block. Now inside these buildings you're going to find gifts and toys, and it's sort of set up like a swap meet where you have individual vendors and different stalls, and they're all competing against each other. At the end of this particular building there's an alleyway. And there's a lot more shops, but it's more like an open market. There's a lot of Mexican cultural stuff here and also gifts for like tourists. And it almost feels like a different city, almost like a hidden place. You guys ever seen Big Trouble in Little China? There's a scene where he goes into this alley and all of a sudden he's like in this different world, like this ancient Chinese town or something. That's what this reminds me of. This is also the place where you're gonna find real LA street food. And drink. This alleyway actually led me out to another street, and now we're really in the heart of it. If you're visiting LA and you're looking for a place that's not your usual tourist spot, you might want to check out the Toy District. Oh, and by the way, the place is a little rough after 3 o'clock, so I don't recommend you coming here in the afternoon. Also, you need to avoid this area right here. Trust me. Unless you like getting mugged.